Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you for my TBC live broadcast known as The Billion Coin. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, reporting to you as a broadcaster and one of the voices of TBC. This is my 419th live broadcast today, and it's a pleasure to be representing this great opportunity known as The Billion Coin, known as TBC. Now, I want to first thank my loved one for Murnane for always being here watching me, dear. I miss you so much because I know you've been so busy. Um, Hope that we can get together and talk a little bit, um, you know, later. But I just want to know that you are just a wonderful person. I tell you, just as wonderful as you can be, and the best ever. I want to thank those that may have my little ones, Kaylin and Kaylin, are watching this live broadcast, and although the family and friends that may be with them watching, thank you so much for being so nice to have all of y'all to support me. I love all of you. Nothing's going to ever change that, and that is a fact. Now, I want to thank those that may be in our let's see here. Okay, looks like I got quite a few people from the Bangladesh community. Thank you so much, all of you that's here. I really appreciate it. It's always great having you here. All right. Okay, now let's get straight to the blog. Then we'll get on to the subject of today. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. We have here the very first one says proof. They are lying to you about Bitcoin. Peter Schiff might own Bitcoin. Wall Street buying. They don't want you to know. This, I'm sure, is a great video, folks. And I'm going to actually be talking a little about Bitcoin on this broadcast a little bit. That's not going to be my subject matter, perhaps, but I'm just going to talk to you about some things and showing y'all some things that's really happening for here in the U.S. One particular thing. All right. Okay. All right. Nice video that everyone should watch. And congratulations to Bex Pio and Key Pio. I am so sorry that I missed their broadcast. Their hours I'm really doing my time when I'm asleep. A lot of times their broadcast is such that I miss them sometimes, not intentionally, but their hours are such a different from me. They're at 16 hours ahead of me right now, you know. So congratulations to Bex and Key Pile for reaching a 200. Let's give them a clap hands. Reaching a 200 live broadcast. Excellent, excellent, excellent. They've been regular broadcasting for practically every day, just like myself and several other broadcasters. Thank you so much. And this is Beck's husband doing his broadcast, and they do one the same time in the household, but at different areas in the house. It's pretty neat, isn't it? But congratulations again for Key for you doing your 200 broadcast. Okay, and they said admin was there with them in the chat area. Isn't that wonderful? Admin's been peering to some of us in the chat area. Oh, great! I see. No, Anita, thank you so much. The Filipino people are here. Thank you so much. All righty, and says, what is Ace Fletcher's secret to recruiting? And this was actually Nodi's broadcast earlier. I mean, was it yesterday or early morning, whatever? They're like 12 hours ahead of me. So he did a wonderful broadcast, and admin was there in his broadcast. It was there actually in his chat room. And he had other people on the panel that also did a great job. And I was there in this chat room too, and it was a very nice broadcast, by the way, Mr. Nolan. You're a great leader in the TBC community and also in your country of the Philippines. Great job. Thank you again for being at my broadcast today, Nolan. And Musa, thank you. I see you came in. Thank you, brother, for coming to my live broadcast. All right. Because you know Ace Fletcher is, I believe, is leading in the Bitcoin bounty contest. All right. And this was my broadcast from yesterday. Says work the system. You know, I was talking about preparing for TBC for the future, and the only way you're going to do that, you have to work the system. The system really works. Okay. All right. Okay. And this is a grand that signs up for all his children in TBC and in Holland. This is a great job. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, folks. Okay. Now, what I'm going to show y'all something that maybe some of you have seen. I'm not sure because y'all come in different parts of the of our world. You may not know. You may have heard about our currency called the dollar, the U.S. dollar. Now we got different degrees of currency at different amounts, okay? But the dollar, fiat, okay? But let me show y'all something. Let me show you something. Look at this. I'm gonna show you something that's happening to our dollar. Now you know the actual item that it is a federal note, a Federal Reserve note. This is the value of a $1 Federal Reserve note in 1913. Now, mind you, that's been a long time, over 100 years. And look what it was in 1913. It was actually worth what it really is. The buying power was really what it was. But look how it went over just by 2021. Look at the dip that it fell below 60 cents in terms of the purchasing power. And it just the value of it over years. Look how it just dropped, and it's leveling off in 2005. Now I couldn't find one that goes up to today, but my understanding is still down below. See, folks, this is what I'm showing you is an example how fiat is going to be a thing of the past. Even our quote almighty dollar, as they call it in the U.S., is nothing mighty about it, in my opinion. Okay, but some of our government people want to keep focusing on our fiat money when we're actually what? Going to what? Cryptocurrency. This is, and I'm gonna redo this. And look where the Bitcoin is at now. Now it was this morning, it was at 79 something, almost 8,000. Look what it is at 8,051.95 right now. And look at all the other altcoins going up, but right with it, the graphs, right? And some experts believe pretty soon it may take a little small dip and then it's going to head right up and be more bullish towards $10,000 per coin, which is a great thing for the Bitcoin, right? Y'all just stay with me, okay, on this. All right. But at the same time, our dollar in the US is steadily losing its value. But what is happening to our TBC coin, folks? It's gaining value. How is that happening? I'm just comparing fiat with cryptocurrency. In my opinion, there's not much of a comparison. Would you agree? Because I'm sure the same thing is happening of the fiat in your individual countries, such as the pesos in the Philippines, such as Naira in parts of Africa like Nigeria. It is still It's still happening. I'm sure. Thank you, Christine, for coming in. I'm sure even in Christine's location, Vancouver, Canada, their fiat is also dropping in purchasing power. So what I'm trying to say to you all, folks, don't be so dependent upon, I know we all need more income. Yes, that's true. But don't be solely dependent upon the fiat. We need to be really focusing on cryptocurrency, digital currency, folks. With Bitcoin now up over 8,000, and it has been up about a week ago to as high as 8,300, 8,300. So what I'm pointing out to you all is this. We are changing times as we go through TBC. Changing times are things are changing right before our eyes. And a lot of people are still asleep. They got to understand that we are really headed to a major paradigm shift. Now, folks, I was listening to a video by my brother here, Jeff Barrick. And guess what his title? Education. College students would rather take $1 than one Bitcoin worth $8,000. Now, it's a great video. You ought to listen to it. It makes so much sense. They had a guy that was at this university, was actually had a little, I don't know if he was recording it, he had a microphone, he was asking other students, just random students walk around campus, asked them, got in conversation, asked them, what would you rather take if I offer you one of these two things? Which one would you take? $1 or one Bitcoin? Do you know, according to Jeff Berwick, he said that 80% to almost 90% of the students decided to take the dollar over one Bitcoin. Now, think about this now. Now, I don't know about you all folks. If I was younger, this is how my mind was thinking. I recall when I was younger and I was in college and I was thinking, you know, if someone came up to me and told me about something I did not know, the first question I was asked them, well, what is Bitcoin? Is it value anything? You see? Those are the kind of questions I would ask, like Jeff Berwick said. So what I'm saying to you folks is that this dollar, which has have lost its value since 1913, well over 100 years ago, over a century, the dollar had went in a dip in the early 1920s, came up a little bit back in the 1930s, and headed back then. We had a major depression back in the 40s, as a lot of people know if they read in history of the United States, and it started to fall, and it's been falling and falling and falling. And Jeff Berwick and a lot of experts believe that we're going to have a major downfall in our finance in the United States and across the world. It's going to happen. They believe it's going to crash at some point, because the United States we may have a lot of billions and billions and some trillions of dollars, but we also over $1 trillion in debt. And get this, you can't bankrupt a $1.5 trillion student loan. We have a 1.5 trillion, not billion, trillion dollars in debt in student loans in the United States. That's a true statement. $1.5 trillion, folks. See, I do my homework, folks. I'm going to let you know. So we are heading this direction, folks. Digital currency. This is coinmarketcap.com website that I watch a lot. I study both the market-based, as y'all know I study cryptocurrency, the market-based side, and on abundance-based side in TBC, pretty much equal. Okay? You got to know what you're dealing with, because we are in a major financial paradigm shift in our in money finance. It's like everything. Your TV went digital, your phones went digital, your record players, your everything, all electronics is going digital. Guess what? Money is doing the same thing. And it's high time for the powers that be, the elite, the government, the central banking system to get on board. See, because they don't know how to control it, because some of them haven't educated themselves to see what it really is. Oh my God, can you imagine if we told them about the billion coin? Whoa, what would they say? You know, if we took them to our blog, which has all the information that tells us everything about our private society, what we're all about. I'm telling you, folks. And guess what? Do you know another thing? When the stock market goes down, it's going down. Guess what's happening to Bitcoin? That usually goes up. That usually goes up. You see? So this is all this broadcast is all about making comparisons what fiat is currently and what we are having a paradigm shift towards cryptocurrency. And you know the great thing about our coin that we all know? You know the great thing, do you know what a great thing it is about it? The great thing about TBC is that we don't go down in value, because it's based upon our membership. When person joins, is graded by a grain of gold. So, but regarding Bitcoin, folks, I'm gonna just say this: the people in the Bitcoin contest got to be happy. All I can say. If you're getting any Bitcoin from admin, you should be happy, because just like Victor, Bitcoin, I don't believe was where it was. You know, Bitcoin was not where it was when he made his 500, when it was awarded $531 in Bitcoin this past Monday. That means his value of his Bitcoin, his wallet is going up in value. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Those that have Bitcoin, I strongly urge you to get as much as you can now before it really goes up to 9,000 and 10,000. Now's the time to make some money. You should have been buying when it was at 3,500. That's the really buying mark. But it's still good to buy now. All I can say, folks, we're already in a bull market, but we're going to really get bullish in terms of Bitcoin. So didn't admin do a great thing by bringing about passive residual income with awarding your Bitcoin? Isn't that great? As you build your community, it's just so great, folks. It's just so great. It is awesome. It's simply awesome, folks. So as I went back, what I did today, I showed you this picture of our dollar here in the U.S. It's called the actual name of the dollar is called a Federal Reserve note. That's what it's actually on the dollar bill at the top. But it has lost so much value, although it's stronger than a lot of other fiats in some countries, but not that much stronger, to be honest with you. All right, because there's a lot of it here. But I can just tell you this. Don't be so dependent upon your fiat. Start investing and start making some investments in Bitcoin and some other altcoins like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. Oh my God, Litecoin was $87 just about a day or so ago. Now it was over like 102 or 101 earlier. Now it's at 99. You can make some money right now in market-based coins, but you got to know what you're doing. So be careful because it can be volatile. However, in TBC, we don't have to worry about nothing being volatile, do we? Okay? Our coin is worth around 8.6, I believe it's 8.6 million dollars per coin. Okay? All right, folks. That was pretty much all I had, believe it or not. You know, I don't have anything else to offer. I just want to make some comparisons what our Federal Reserve note, known as our $1 bill, is worth. The buying power has really went down, which means you got to use a lot of more of it to buy certain products in the stores. Same thing with $5 bills, our $10 bill, our $20 bill, 50 and 100. Okay? Those are all fiat. They got the same type of fiat in pesos in the Philippines. Same thing in parts of Africa, different type of fiat they use. Well, I feel sorry for countries like that went through hyper inflation, like Venezuela. As you've seen sites of their fiat all over the streets, worth nothing, zero. They went straight to cryptocurrency. They don't use fiat anymore in their country. To my understanding, it's worth nothing no more. It was all spilled in the streets. Oh, there's some pictures of that, folks. Okay. All righty, folks. So, has anyone got any questions about anything I went over today? You know, we are in a major paradigm shift in our economic world. Our fiat is becoming less worthy of purchasing power as we're moving towards digital currency like TBC, known as the Billion Coin. And wouldn't it be a great grand day when we're using our coin for all kind of jobs created for people in poverty, getting them out of poverty, and for all those goods and services that they may use? That's going to be awesome. But we got to have that vision, right? We got to keep that vision and believe that vision. Don't let anyone out there outside of TBC turn you away from this awesome opportunity to help people in poverty and improve mankind, to improve humanity. Don't let anyone out there do that, folks. Now I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to come out of this. But I'm going to say to you, folks, don't be so dependent upon your fiat. I know you have to use it because that's what the tender is in your country. We got the fiat and we got the little coins and stuff that we use. But realize that you need to be focusing on digital currency known as cryptocurrency. I'm so glad the admin had that mindset and knew something about cryptocurrency when they created known the Billion Coin. I'm so glad that we're an abundance-based cryptocurrency versus the market-based. All 2018 was a bear market, meaning it was just flat with cryptocurrency. Well, too many people making money like they did in 2017, made millionaires. People made a lot of money in cryptocurrency in the market-based side in 2000 because it just was going up. Well, they believe that's going to happen again. May not the same way, but they believe it's going to happen again based on the indicators what we have seen so far. Okay, folks. I'm pretty much done at this point. I want to thank my wonderful Merlin for being here. You may not see her in the chat every day, folks, but I can assure you that she's here. You know, she never missed a live broadcast. She's a wonderful person. She's been busy at her hospital, but she has a big responsibility there. But thank you for the little ones, Kayla and Caitlin, for always being there. For the family and friends in Florida who have you down there. That's really, you know, have you in front of the TV so they can see me do my broadcast because they love that. Those little ones just love my broadcast. They love me and I love them. I love all the family friends that always support me. Thank you so much. All of y'all are so dear and so wonderful. Thank you for all the people from the Philippines, from Canada, from Bangladesh, and everywhere, and for the USA, Musa, for everyone that's here today. Thank you so much for being at my live broadcast tomorrow. You know, today, this weekend in the US, I don't know if other countries observe. We have a national holiday called Memorial Day. A lot of our veterans died in war, and we created this holiday many, many years ago. But we also, it's not just for veterans, it's for anyone that passed away. So I will be putting, you know, I have lost some family members, 2 brothers and a sister, and of course my father. And we'll be going out to the cemetery to place some flowers, you know, their gravesite. And so a lot of people be doing it all over the United States. Okay. So for those that's in the United States, or for those countries that observe it, happy Memorial Day. Memorial Day will be on Monday. Now, even though it's a holiday for me, I'm not going to take that off this particular holiday. I'm going to still do my broadcasters meeting on Monday as usual. Okay. I'm still going to be doing my broadcast on Saturday and Sunday, tomorrow, which is Saturday for me, and Sunday as well. So everything will go on schedule. Not unless something comes up, I'll let you know. But everything is going to be on schedule. If y'all don't have any questions about anything, thank you so much for everybody that's here in the chat for being at my live broadcast. I really appreciate it. Okay? All right, folks. Y'all have a great one. And I'll see you all tomorrow around the same time. Have a blessed day and enjoy your weekend. Peace, everybody.